welcome to Snowbiz 24/7, small screen, big host, worldwide audience. I'm your host, Nicholas Snow, and you can watch anytime, anywhere from any internet-connected device. This episode is brought to you by NotesFromTheWorld.com, your best source for adventures in the world of travel and entertainment. Now, right now, I'm in a private sound studio where some of Thailand's and some of the world's biggest recording artists have come to work with a very hot and still quite young music producer, Bruno Brugnano. Come on over into the spotlight, Bruno.
Thank you so much.
Wow, this is quite the recording studio. You designed it and built it yourself.
Yep. Thanks so much. Yeah, I did. I moved here like a few years ago, so I designed exactly like my house in Italy. Actually, I've been working so many years in an environment like a studio environment that I felt when I built this studio that I want to do something that remind me home. I'm from Italy, and really remind me my room where I grew up with all wood and stuff. So it's quite comfortable for me. Yes.
Now, you've worked with the who's who of the Thai music industry. Why don't you rattle off some of the celebrity names that you collaborated with?
Yes, I had a chance to work with pretty much all the artists here in Thailand, like P-Bird, Marsha, Mai Chalumbura, Peter, and Nicole, and Tata Yang, and so many. I released probably about like 100 albums. I work in numerous like movie sound. I did a lot of movie soundtracks, a lot of commercials, and so I've been working the last 2 years like a freelance, and so I start actually working like even outside Thailand. Recently I did a few projects. One from an American label. I did a Christian album. The song actually has been 14 weeks #1 in the States in the Christian charts, like Indian charts, indie charts. Sorry. And
what's the name of the song and who's the singer?
It's called All of This, and the singer is Debbie K. Very popular actually album over there. And then I did a movie for a Malaysian director, another movie for a Singaporean director recently. So.
And the name of the movies?
I did one is called Sell Out. This movie is being shot in Venice Festival. It actually won for the best new director. And the one for Singapore is actually is a Thai director, but he lives in Singapore. His name is Kachai, and the movie is called Pleasure Factory. It was in Cannes Festival last year.
Now, I happen to know you first started working with Ekachai on the film Beautiful Boxer,
yes,
which I think is still one of the most beautiful movies I've seen. It's just a very powerful movie.
Really? Yeah, I believe so. I was lucky enough to have a chance to work on this project because actually Ekachai approached me because he was a fan of one of the albums that I did for the Thai singer, for this famous singer named Mai, and he actually bought a full copy of this album. And then he called me once and he asked me if he could do a song for the movie. And for this song, I actually ended up to do the whole thing, So, and from that time, I actually had until now, a long collaboration with him. I did 3 movies for him.
And the title song of Beautiful Boxer won the 2004 equivalent of the Thai Academy Award.
Exactly, he did. Actually, that year I had a privilege to have 2 nominations for 2 different movies. But I won. I was competing against me.
You were competing against yourself, but you
yes,
still won.
I won, yeah. That was not much. Was another movie that I did. It's called February. Kumpapan, yes.
And recently you've had the opportunity to work with Her Royal Highness Princess Ubanrat here in Thailand.
Yes.
Which is a great honor, I know.
Yes, it's a great privilege, and I think it's for be a foreigner and live in Thailand probably can do much more than this. And I mean, great. It's been great experience for me because it's a lot of creativity behind all the project that we are doing. I did a movie for her, and we do an album, and we work on a new movie. And there is a lot of creativity going on, which I really like. I really like to be involved in the project where there's a lot of creativity involved. So.
And her film is called, Her Royal Highness's film is called?
The previous one, the first one was Nun Chai Diokan. When the Miracle Happened in English.
And then you're working on the series The Princess Diaries.
Yes, exactly. This TV show has been 42 episodes every Friday night, Channel 9, I believe. It's it's quite fun show actually. Um,
You were sharing in a previous interview that you wanted to move more into music because you don't trust your ability to stay in touch with all the young hip hop songs
yes.
going into the future.
I think it's I mean, like being a producer, you know, a pop producer, you have to, of course, you know, keep update, you know, be updated, and nowadays there's a lot of, you know, like a new generation star, and so I felt like even if I still do it, I have chance to do, you know, all kind of music, like from jazz to trance music. You know, I've been very lucky to be able to do a lot of different kind of music. But I really recently, like last few years, I really felt that my future is in the soundtracks. You know, I like doing movies. I can see myself doing more and more. You know,
Show me your studio. Let's start with this room over here.
So this is quite basic. You know, like we have this one is a vocal room that I just lay down some vocal tracks, and I have a MIDI drum, which is I play drum. You know, and my main instrument is guitar, but I can play pretty much all instruments, and I'm a quite good drummer actually. So I have a drum set, which is electronic that I can connect with my computer, and anyway, so but it's quite small, but everything works. Over here I have, you know, like a working. I was saying, you know, like since the new technology, you know, like with the digital revolution, I had a chance to work at home instead to go to, you know, I used to live in studio like talking about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. There was no way you could do it at home, you know. But the new technology allowed you to do anytime home. You had the advantage that you can work anytime that you want. You can wake up, you can, you know, start working, and you stop, you go out, you come back, you do. And anytime you have an idea, so it's amazing the freedom they give you. Now it really, you can have freedom to doing the song. The only problem actually is sometimes because you have too much freedom, and then you keep, you know, editing, you know. So then I think the work as a producer, you have to know when enough is enough, you know.
Okay.
So working like there's the only problem working in your own studio, so you can keep improving stuff, you know. So.
Well, I'm excited that after meeting you 3 years ago when I was in town for the Bangkok International Film Festival,
yes.
that you and I are collaborating.
Yes.
And we just had our first meeting.
Fantastic.
About a song. We're going to keep most of the details a secret. But what was your first impression of me today? Because you saw the song for the first time.
I was impressed as a writer because I knew the way you know, he's a great writer, and I didn't know he was a great musician actually. Actually, I knew he played piano. He showed me once a few years ago. He showed me some chords he was playing. But today he came out with this song, and I was so impressed about, you know, he brought the whole thing, and I was very impressed, you know, and he had really good pop mind and a very good taste. So I think we can do a good job. Yeah.
Well, we'll keep them surprised.
Yes.
Now, for people now in the viewing audience, they're all sitting at computers or internet-connected devices. What do we have on the screen behind you?
If you're interested in some of my work, you know, and you wanna, you know, interested to contact me, I think I create, you know, MySpace. I got a few pages. Like MySpace is this way you can check all my actually pop stuff, some of the video that I did over the years.
And basically, if they search MySpace for your name,
yes,
it will bring up several websites.
Yes,
but your name is spelled Bruno, B-R-U-N-O, Brugnano, B-R-U-G-N-A-N-O.
Yep.
You can start at the website myspace.com, Brugnano Bruno, but just Google Bruno. He's all over the place.
Yeah, you know, I got another. It's like I did another one just dedicated to my home, you know, movie work. I got my own website, which is brunoBrugnano.com. But this one is a more update. So if you're really interested, you know, to contact, and I'll be very happy, you know, to help you if you can, and just to say hi, it'll be great.
Well, I'm happy that I got to hang out with you, and
yeah, man.
I'm Nicholas Snow with Bruno Brugnano. You've been watching Snowbiz 24/7. Remember, all of the episodes are available at snowbiz247.com. This episode brought to you by notesfromtheworld.com. Bruno, to take us out, why don't you start your song again?
Yeah, maybe I'll play something that I have here, like this.
Oh, we don't have time. Say goodbye.
Okay. Say bye-bye. Thank you. Anyway, check on my website. See you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay?
We're totally kept it short.